Rowdy Nation TV. Welcome back to the channel. I'd just like to start by saying Happy New Year to all my subscribers and to everyone who's listening to me. I'd like to say I hope we all have a safe and prosperous new year. In 2021, the hip-hop community suffered major losses. At least 20 rappers were fatally shot this year. Some of them were hometown heroes, others nationally celebrated. Now, we're going to take a look into some of these rappers who lost their life in 2021. I think we all might have shed a tear on April 9th when DMX's life came to a tragic end. Just 7 days prior, the Rough Riders legend had suffered a cocaine-induced heart attack and was rushed to White Plains Hospital in White Plains, New York, where he was placed on life support. Now, him and the family, they grappled with what it feels like an impossible decision. His friends and fans rallied around the hospital hoping for a miracle, but sadly, medical staff was unable to preserve DMX's life, and he passed away at the age of 50. Okay, next on our list is Biz Markie D. The Clown Prince of Hip Hop passed away on July 16th at a Maryland hospital, bringing his over 30-year career to a premature end. At the same time, his death also partly solved the mystery of his sudden disappearance. News the Juice Crew legend had been hospitalized with a serious illness started to circulate in July 2020. But as the months dragged on, there were very little information on his condition. That is until December 2020, when Hip Hop DX spoke to the sources close by. Biz, who was able to confirm the 56-year-old had suffered a stroke at the hospital while recovering from a diabetic episode, and they were unable to revive him. And so on July 16th, we lost another legend to the rap game, Biz Markie D. Former Bad Boy Records rapper Black Rob had a monster hit in 2000 with Whoa, but eventually faded into obscurity. Health problems plagued the veteran rapper, and news of his deteriorating condition began to surface in April when DJ Self posted a video of Black Rob in a hospital bed looking skeletal and lethargic. Just a few weeks later, Black Rob was gone. Fellow Bad Boy Mark Curry confirmed he had passed away at an Atlanta hospital on April 17th at the age of 52. Digital Underground MC Shock G, famous for rocking a fake nose and glasses for the Humpty Dance video, the Oakland native built an entire career on a foundation of comedy, but behind closed doors, he wasn't laughing. Much like DMC, Shock G battled drug addiction for most of his adult life, and his ongoing party finally caught up to him on April 22nd when his body was discovered in a Tampa, Florida hotel room. Hillsborough County medical examiner said it was a mix of fentanyl, ethanol, alcohol, and methamphetamine, which overwhelmed Shock G's system, and he simply couldn't recover. I did not know that Shock G had a drug overdose. I did not know that was the reason for him dying, and I actually didn't know that he had a drug problem during all this time during his life. Wow, I guess we're learning all this together. Prince Markie D, the member of the group The Fat Boys, rose to prominence in the late 1980s as one of the first hip-hop groups to release a full-length rap album along Run DMC, Houdini, and Curtis Blow. The beatboxing Brooklyn trio released 7 albums throughout the course of their career. Comprised of Prince Markie D, Kool Rock Ski, and Buff Love, the group also appeared in 1985 cult classic film Crush Groove and 1987 box office hit Disorderlies, both directed by Michael Schultz. But when Buff Love died of a heart attack in 1995, any hopes of a reunion was squashed. Now, on February 18th, social media started to explode with condolences for Prince Markie D. While no cause of death was confirmed, legendary New York City hip-hop promoter Van Silk suggested it was congestive heart failure. He was 52 years old. Blackalicious MC, Gift of Gab, had been on a dialysis for unbelievably 7 years when he got the call he had been waiting for in January 2020. Finally, the Bay Area hip-hop stable learned he'd be getting a double kidney transplant and would be able to move forward with his life. After a successful surgery, Gab focused on recovery at a rehab facility in Arizona, only before the pandemic to hit a few months later. Suddenly sidelined and unable to tour, Gab took great care to ensure he wouldn't catch the virus. But in a cruel twist of fate, Gab was found dead at his home on June 18th of natural causes. Thankfully for Gab's fans, he left behind a treasure trove of solo material as well as a multiple Blackalicious projects. MC Steven Zumba Games from the rap group Zion I was in the middle of a tour when he tested positive for COVID-19. Seemingly on the mend, the 49-year-old Oakland native was back home when he was taken to the Alta Bates Hospital in Berkeley after experiencing an asthma attack. He was declared dead just hours later on August 13, leaving his friends and family and fans thoroughly confused. Was it COVID-19 or was it asthma? People are still trying to wrap their heads around his passing. Word that Double K of the Los Angeles hip-hop duo People Under the Stairs had died started to travel on January 30th. Beatbox junkies, turntablist, and fellow LA hip-hop stable DJ Rhythmatic tweeted he passed at the age of 43, but didn't disclose the cause of death. In fact, details surrounding his passing are still minimal. The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner coroner, however, did confirm his body was found at his home. Young Dolph was shot and killed while picking up baked goods for his mother at McAdee's Homemade Cookies in his hometown of Memphis on November 17th. According to witnesses at the scene, the brazen killers pulled up in a white two-door Mercedes-Benz and opened fire, killing Dolph instantly. The father of two had been in town for his annual turkey giveaway ahead of Thanksgiving holiday, making his death even more heart-wrenching. Draco the Ruler took his last breaths on December 18th, a few hours after he was stabbed in the neck backstage at the Once Upon a Time in LA festival. The 28-year-old rapper was scheduled to perform alongside dozens of acts that day, including Snoop Dogg, 50 Cent, The Game, Cypress Hill, Ice Cube, and Bone Thugs and Harmony. Snoop Dogg was expected to take the main stage at 8:30 p.m., but by 9:20 p.m., police had swarmed the backstage area. Public information officer for the Los Angeles Fire Department, Margaret Stewart, said paramedics responded to a call about a stabbing around 8:40 p.m. local time, and one person was taken to a hospital in critical condition. A source with direct knowledge of the incident confirmed Draco the Ruler was attacked by a group of people at the music festival and seriously injured. UTFO legend Kangol Kidd passed away on December 18th, just 10 months after being diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer. As a founding member of the UTFO, Kangol Kidd was responsible for helping erect the early building blocks of hip-hop culture. In 1982, the group released its quintessential single, Roxanne, Roxanne, about a woman who rebuked a man's sexual advances. The song sparked the Roxanne Wars, when the 14-year-old Roxanne Shante fired back with one of the first female diss tracks, Roxanne's Revenge. The rap group The Roots had to say goodbye to their longtime bassist Leonard Hubbard. Hub had been battling cancer for over a decade, at which time he was forced to stop touring with the band. He lost his battle on December 16th at Lakenau Hospital in Philadelphia, his hometown. The Roots paid tribute on Instagram with a photo of Hub and the caption that read, "It is with the heaviest of hearts that we say goodbye to our brother, Leonard Nelson Hubbard. May your transition bring peace to your family, to your friends, and to your fans." YG affiliate Slim 400 was shot and killed in Los Angeles on December 8th. The Compton-bred rapper previously survived an attempt on his life when he was shot 8 times in a drive-by in a shooting in June of 2018. Details on his death remain scarce. Ohio rapper Bullock the Bandit was shot and killed in Columbus on May 20th. Local police said they were notified by Mount Carmel East Hospital after a gunshot victim walked in around 6:10 p.m. local time. She was pronounced dead just a few moments later. Lil Durk's older brother D-Thang was shot and killed outside a Chicago strip club on June 5th. His murder remains unsolved. Not too much more information is provided about Lil Durk's older brother, but he was also involved in the rap game. San Diego rapper OG YD was fatally shot on March 20th while driving down Interstate 805. Graphic video of the scene showed police officers attempting to deliver CPR as he laid still next to his white Dodge Charger. He was declared dead at a nearby hospital. Flatline Nizzy. Pittsburgh rapper Flatline Nizzy was shot and killed on May 3rd. His body was discovered around 1:30 a.m. local time in the western Pennsylvania area at McNeeds Rocks with a bullet wound to the head. Chucky Trill. Houston rapper Chucky Trill was shot to death in Atlanta on March 5th as he drove down Interstate 85. A suspect, James Edward Thomas, was arrested and charged on December 18th as he exited a plane at Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport. 18 Vino. Rising South Carolina rapper 18 Vino was killed on January 23rd. Police responded to a home in the 400 block of Byer Street and discovered two teens, aged 17 and 18, both suffering from gunshot wounds. Both were transported to Piedmont Medical Center where they were pronounced dead. BCR Measle. 5 months after the Chicago shooting death of FBG Duck, his purported cousin, BCR Measle, real name James McGill, was murdered at a Bloomingdale hotel party on February 6. He was 27 years old. Mike Dero. Bay Area rapper Mike Dero lost his life on May 15th during a botched robbery outside of his Sunnyvale home. Witnesses say the unknown assailants attempted to rob Dero, but he fought back. The gunman reportedly fired multiple shots and struck the 29-year-old father 6 times, killing him. Lil Loaded. Dallas rapper Lil Loaded died of a suspected suicide on May 31st at just 20 years old. His last Instagram story read, "Dear Most High, please forgive me for my shortcomings and all of the times I felt short of making you proud and being appreciative of all the blessings that you have put in my life. Sometimes the lines are blurred between being solid and being heartless." Indian Red Boy. The July 8th murder of aspiring Inglewood rapper Indian Red Boy was captured on Instagram Live as he sat in his vehicle. Rumors online suggested he had been killed for dissing a Nipsey Hussle mural, but Lieutenant T. Goetz of Hawthorne Police Department explained it appears to have been a walk-up shooting and he appears to have been targeted. He appears to be a gang member. He was just 21 years old. Kts Dre. Chicago rapper Kts Dre was shot approximately 64 times on July 10th as he was leaving Cook County Jail. The 31-year-old man was rushed to Mount Sinai Hospital where he was pronounced dead less than an hour later. Gunzo. Outlaw's affiliate Gunzo, who worked with both Tupac Shakur and Ice Cube, was shot 3 times in Seattle, Washington on July 30th. The former Caution rapper stumbled into a nearby Shell gas station, collapsed, and was then rushed to a local hospital where he later died from his injuries. He was 45 years old. E-Day. E-Day 600. Chicago rapper E-Day 600 was shot and killed on August 1st, according to Say Cheese TV. He was shot multiple times in the back and rushed to the University of Chicago Hospital where he died. E-Day is often credited for helping pioneer the Chicago drill scene alongside fellow Chicago town rapper Chief Keef. Fellow rappers 12 O'Clock and Murdoch, Wu-Tang affiliates, and members of the Old Dirty Bastard founding hip-hop group Brooklyn Zoo, 12 O'Clock and Murdoch were found shot in Oregon on August 10th. Fox News reported the shooting taking place in northeast Portland around 5:19 a.m. local time. Officers were called to a scene with reports of shots fired in the 3600 block of Northeast 82nd Avenue and discovered their bodies. Squeak. Chicago hip-hop artist Squeak, who was a DJ and in-house producer for the Saba-fronted Pivot Gang, died on August 16th. Squeak was 26 years old at the time of his death, but no cause was revealed. Squeak, often stylized as Squeak Pivot, produced music along fellow Pivot Gang production team members Day Day and Dowd. Big Juan. Milwaukee rapper Big Juan, real name Dejuan Turner, was shot and killed on November 26. Milwaukee police said shots were fired into a home on the 3800 block of 13th Street, where the 19-year-old was staying with his mother and grandmother. A suspect has yet to be held responsible for his murder. OTF Aroy. Only the family crew member OTF Aroy died on Chicago's O Block on December 13th, following an altercation and a Facebook Live video of the incident. Aroy was beating on the suspect and shouting, "You're a grown-ass man. I'll fuck you up." The man momentarily laid motionless on the ground, and the fight appeared to be over. But as Aroy was walking away, the man pulled out a gun and fired multiple shots, killing him. Okay, those are just a few rappers who we lost in 2021. First off, I like to just say my condolences go out to the families of the people that we lost last year. 2021 has been a very bad year for the hip-hop community. A lot of homicides. Like the list I just put out there right now, the majority of the people, 90% on that list that I gave you, were all due to gun violence. So 2021 for the hip-hop community has been devastating. And of course, you know, for me myself, it's going to be one of the years that I'm always remember. It's like one of the worst years that I can remember, because the pandemic we had, that we have, and all the people dying, a lot of people that I know, I'm pretty sure you probably know a lot of people too. And then, you know, and then with the gun violence, there's so much going on in 2021. Hopefully 2022, you know, might be better. I hope so, but I doubt it. But these are just some of the people that we lost, some of the rappers that we lost during the year 2021. If there's anybody that I missed that I didn't get to, you know, this list is just too long. It would take me forever if I would have put everybody. But, you know, you feel free to comment me, to leave a comment and let me know, you know, some of the people that I may have missed. And, you know, depending upon what year you started listening to rap music or hip-hop music and got into the hip-hop scene, you might know some of these people. Some of the people you might not know, depending upon when you start listening to hip-hop. But like I said, some of these people that I haven't heard of myself, I'm going to go back and I'm going to try to check out some of their music just to see how they sound. So I suggest that some of you people do the same. You know, it might not be your cup of tea, but then again, it might be. You never know until you check it out. So like I said before, RIP to all the fallen soldiers, all the rappers, all the people who died in 2021. The hip-hop community is reeling from losing all these people. So like I said before, my condolences go out to the families, you know, the mothers, the kids, the sons, the brothers, all the people who love these people, and the fans, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a fan of a lot of these people that's on this list myself. So, Rowdy Nation TV, once again, Happy New Year. We back in the building. We're going to try to get it. Let's get it. Rowdy Nation TV, we out.